G'day, I'm Nev Sweeney and this is Under the Choco Tree. One of the things we like to support here on Under the Choco Tree is species biodiversity in our suburbs. And we do that by providing opportunities for various insects, mammals, amphibians, birds to come in and eat, drink and be merry? No, or to nest. And one of the things I've been promising myself for some time now is to put together a frog hotel. The idea being that we do get frogs through here on occasion, and sometimes they like to take up residence for a short time in the tube going into our constructed wetland. Which can be very, very inconvenient for us, if not the frog. So I wanted to put together a frog hotel so that local tree frogs passing through would have a place to take up residence for as long as they wanted. And this is how I'm going to do it. First thing to start off with is a decent sized pot. This is 38 centimetres wide by 19 high, and of course, as all pots do, has a hole in the bottom which I've had to silicone up so that it will hold water. You'll also note a 50 centimetre floor pipe flange that I've turned upside down to hold one of the pipes. This is a specific type of pipe because what I want to do is I want to set it up so that this bottle acts as a reservoir, because I want the thing to be full of water, make it more comfortable for the frogs, and in a similar way to our bird water and insect water, have a bottle so you can see how much water's in there. So what that means is I've cut myself a tube so that the top of the bottle comes out just below the level of the pot, so that as the water drops, the water will come out and keep it at that level until this is empty. The other thing I need to do to put on the bottle to make it a bit more steady is this, actually used for grey water systems, so that you can run one size pipe into another. But if I apply it deftly to the bottle, then when it goes in here, it's nice and solid. That gets set like that. I have to apply some silicone to make it solid, and away we go. Now that's all set up, and the tube has been nicely silicone. This is ready to go. I just need to wait for the silicone to go off before I can get serious. But in the meantime, what one can do is to arrange the tubes that are going to fit in here that the frogs are actually going to inhabit. And there are a number of different sizes available, and from what I can gather, what I've read, it seems that the most common sizes they tend to have are 90 millimetre, 40 or 50 millimetre, and I have both 50 and 40, and the odd bit of 25 millimetre in diameter. Some of them are just straight up and down. Others I've got hold of some right angle joints for them, so they can the froggy can go in and sit and look out. The thing that you do need to do with any of them is, because frogs are fairly sensitive creatures, to make sure that any edges are sanded off so that it's nice and round, and they're not going to injure themselves on them. So once all of that's done and the silicone has gone off, I'll be able to put it all together. The tube is now in and the silicone has gone off, so I can start to arrange the other frog hotel tubes. From the reading I've done, it seems that there's doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason about how long they are, so I figure that just having different lengths and different sizes gives the froggies a chance to work out how they want to do, and if they want to go into one of these facing in different directions, again to give them some different options. That worked. So now, as I said, with them all falling over, one of the things I want to do is to fill this up with gravel, and then the water can go in, but obviously to do that I need to stabilise this somehow. Hence I've got myself some elastic from my wife's sewing kit, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, now all nice and stable, I can start putting in the gravel. It appears that I need a bit more gravel. All of the gravel is now in place and we're ready for the great untying. Beautiful, nice and solid, unlike the camera, and ready to go. Now it's quite heavy, so I'm not going to be adding the water to it until I get it into the area where it's going to remain permanently. So here we are all set up. The area is quite protected between the house and the constructed wetland. There's a bit of sun, but generally is protected from sun and wind. I dug it in a little bit to make sure that it was nice and stable. Put together a little bit of a dirt ramp for the froggies to climb up, and now it's just a case of waiting to see how long it takes before we have any show up. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment or subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.